It's Movie Time is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. Further details and showtimes available online at gatewayfilmcenter.com.
It's Movie Time is produced by me, John DeSando. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org. I'm John DeSando.
And I'm Kevin Carr.
And this is...
It's movie time.
All right, Kevin, enough with the Oscars, please.
Yeah.
Let's get back to normal, just kind of regular people looking at movies.
Yeah.
Now, what is this McFarland USA?
It is an inspirational sports movie from Disney. We've seen plenty of these before.
Right.
They've got the formula down.
They do. They do. I was thinking, remember the Titans just a little while ago?
Remember the Titans. You've got Glory Road. You have Invincible. There's all these things that have come out.
The Mighty Ducks?
The Mighty Ducks, yeah. Going hockey. Yeah, they burn through football. They burn through basketball. They burn through baseball.
Yeah,
now they're going after cross country.
Cross country, who would have thought? Well, the anchor of all this is Kevin Costner.
Yes.
Okay.
He plays the coach.
Yeah.
The down and out football coach who's moved to a little town in North Carolina. No, little town in California.
Southern Cal.
And he takes poor kids and puts them into a cross-country team and sort of teaches them to become winners.
It's based on a true story, so it's going to be uplifting. Perfect Disney stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Costner fits this stuff. Man, how he takes sport. Now, he's a sportsman anyway, right?
He's a huge sports guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because, look at even just his filmography, Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
You've got, he did Draft Day last year. So he doesn't Bull Durham. Yeah.
Okay. So he's natural, and for me, when he steps into this role, come on, his last name, it must be in reality, was White.
Yeah.
And he's with all these Latino kids, and they're just having a great time. Coach White, playing Blanco, right? But he fits into this. I mean, a guy who's been down and out.
Well, and it's Costner has been really trying to get his star game back.
Yeah.
Over the last year, he's had like 5 movies, and he's tried different things. He did the Jack Ryan movie, and he did 3 Days to Kill, which were sort of the spy movies.
Okay, all right.
He did Draft Day, so he went to the sports in this one, and then he did Black or White, which came out, which was a more serious movie. I think he's trying to find out where he stands now that he is no longer the quote-unquote leading man.
Well, Kev, then the question is. This movie looks like boilerplate Disney sports uplifting. Yeah. Is there anything good about this thing? Anything that elevates it, gets it out of the cliche?
It is a cliche. And it's a real button-pushing movie. And it follows the formula exactly the way. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I think if you do a formula well, it can be a good movie. And it does it very well. It hits all the points. Yeah. It doesn't feel cliche necessarily when you're watching. You can recognize them there, but it handles it well. It's like watching a good romantic comedy. Yeah, it hits it. I think its biggest problem is it's about cross country.
Yes, isn't that funny? Who would have thought?
It does not. Cross country does not have the gee whiz factor that football does.
No,
and the name's a little odd. You don't know anything from the title, so I think that poses a bit of an uphill battle for it.
Yeah. Somebody was commenting that it's easy to photograph and almost elegant when you catch the runners and maybe some long shots with the runners coming in and out of the frame. There's something to that. It really does. And in Southern California, in that beautiful sun, and remember when he's taking them up the hills? Oh, yeah. They're actually almonds.
Well, yeah. Well, and you know what? The cinematography makes it feel like it could have been shot in the 80s.
Yeah.
It actually feels like a sort of this contemporary period piece where it does not look, it's not flashy. It's not a Jerry Bruckheimer moving camera, real, oversaturated color type of movie. It looks like it could have been plucked out of the 80s because it takes place in 1987. True story, I ran cross country in 1987. Oh. I wasn't good.
All right.
I was terrible.
But you were there.
I was there. So, yes, I know what it was like to run cross country.
Well, here's where you were talking about elevating. Here's where it elevates for me. In watching these kids work, go to school, work again, and then run cross country, these people are superhuman. Yeah. This is where the Costner character, Coach White, sees them coming from work, jogging to get to school, and noticing how fast they're running.
Yeah.
Almost a 5-minute mile.
One of the things I found interesting about that, and in particular because it does deal with racial issues, because the town is heavily Hispanic and very poor.
Yes.
So you're dealing with the kids who are going to grow up and just become vegetable pickers, or they're going to go to prison. That's their choices.
That's right.
And they handle that without being without pandering to an audience. I don't think they pander to the audience. I don't think they preach. I think they present the situation the way it is, and obviously you can't avoid the discussion about it. But it's not like that's the purpose of the movie. It's not they're trying to necessarily exact social change. It's there to tell a story, and I think that's kind of part of the nice thing about it is it presents these kids as kids, and they're not cookie cutter stereotypes.
Yeah. And to me, it reveals the bonding of that Latino community. I think that looks accurate to me.
Yeah.
They hold a benefit to get uniforms.
Yeah.
They have the celebration of the 15-year-old, of Costner's 15-year-old.
Yep. I
mean, there's some really nice communal touches here. Now, Nikki Caro, the director, has a good pedigree. She's a whale rider. She has a kind of arty side to her, and this looks a little bit down to earth.
Yeah.
But in that, where you were talking about not pounding away at it, no message trying to get out there, I think she does a really good job.
Yeah, I think, and it's just telling the story, and maybe part of that is being constricted by the Disney formula, because Disney is nobody makes a movie at Disney and does whatever they want. You know, there is a lot of oversight from the studio.
Yeah.
And that's how you keep the brand going. But I think it worked in this situation. This is a better movie than you'd expect.
Boy, it is. You know, if you're looking for, all right, now we've gone through all the Oscars, and we've gone there's some arty movies in the Oscars as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think Birdman's a bit arty. And so,
a little bit.
So you wouldn't necessarily bring the family to Birdman.
Yeah.
But Kevin, here's a film, McFarland USA.
Yeah.
That you could bring your family. You could bring your boys.
I could. Yeah. It's PG.
Yeah.
And even though it does swerve into some territory with, it deals with prisons and some unattractive elements of culture, we'll say.
Right. Yeah. And our perceptions, the white perception, of course. When you see the guys in their lowriders trolling town, it looks like they're bad boys.
Oh yeah.
They turn out not to be.
Yeah. But so it deals with that, but it's not hardcore. You don't have. It is a family movie. You can watch it with the family, and it's even though it's this element sitting there.
All right.
It's not offensive.
Kevin, we have done quite a bit on an enjoyable movie. It's called McFarland USA. Kevin Carr, could you award it a grade, please?
I'm going to give it a B.
Oh, and I am too. And it's a solid movie. I think you said it well. It's just much better than you would have thought.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for one that you can just enjoy over the weekend, McFarland USA.
Give it a chance.